So, Helen, what kind of person are you?
Well, um, I'm kind and joyful, and I like to joke, and maybe I'm a bit weird at times.
You're
Um,
definitely weird. That's true. But
okay,
well, I have known you for about 2 years. Is this correct? Something along those lines, right? And
along those lines, yes.
mhm. And you know what? I think you are quite outspoken.
Which
So,
means,
which means, yeah, I'm gonna explain it now. So, if you're outspoken, it means you express your opinions directly, especially if they're critical and controversial. Now, it doesn't mean that this is the only thing you are. I just wanted to practice this word outspoken, right?
and it's definitely a part of my personality. You're right,
Okay.
especially with people I'm comfortable with. Zdenek, you've heard about that submarine, about the company that took a few people to visit the Titanic
Oh yeah,
into a submersible,
yeah. They all
and
died, right? Yeah.
they all died. It ended
Mm.
tragically. Do you think they will be sued?
The company, yeah, most definitely, because they didn't take correct measures before the voyage, right? Do you call it the voyage? I think so. So, or the expedition, let's say, because they used some material which is not strong enough, and that's why the submarine imploded, as far as I know, right?
Yeah, many people questioned the security of this submersible many years before this expedition,
Right.
and that's why I think they shouldn't get away with it.
Okay. Well, definitely not. So, what's your word you were practicing?
To get away with
Ah,
it,
of course.
it
Oh,
means escape punishment for some wrongdoing.
nice one. It's a cool phrasal verb for sure. All right, Hanan, my turn. Yeah.
All right.
Are you critical of anything happening right now in France?
Well, there are many things about the some decisions taken by the government. There are riots and people
Mm.
disagreeing with some
And it's getting quite
measures.
ugly, right?
Um, it got quite ugly with the retirement age, with some events that happened with the police, for example. Yes, so the situation, politically speaking, is quite tense.
Yeah. So I understand a lot of French people might be quite negative about what's happening. But from my point of view, from the outsider's point of view, it's actually great that you live in a country where you can express your opinion openly, where basically freedom is one of the core values. So what I would say is, yes, this is terrible, but at least it's a country where you can protest, where you can riot. So for me, it's all swings and roundabouts,
which means,
which means that you've got some positives and negatives about the situation, and it will kind of balance itself out in the end.
let's hope so.
Okay. So what's your second example?
Okay, so Zdenek, do you think the US government is hiding aliens in Roswell in the famous Area 51? Have you heard
No.
of it?
No, well, I have heard of it, and oh, of course, aliens. Yeah, they're about to invade our planet and destroy us. Essentially, destroy the human race. No, no, no. I'm just kidding. I think this is bollocks. I think this is nonsense. It's just something journalists came up with in order to sell their newspapers.
Well, on the other hand, it's strange because people saw things in the sky. There are testimonies. There are lots of them, lots of them, and they cannot be all wrong.
Mm.
Um, there is no smoke without fire, and I think there's definitely some truth about all this.
Who knows? You might even be right. So, Helen, what was the word you were practicing here?
There is no smoke without fire.
Ah,
It means that for each rumor, there has to be something, some truth. There has to be something
right.
true about it.
Right, right. So it's a lovely idiom actually, yeah. So nice one.
Thank you.
Okay.
There is no fire without smoke. Oh, there's no fire without smoke. There is no fire without smoke. There has to be something true behind it.
There's no
I said,
smoke without fire. Not there's no fire without, and that's it. We've done it. This is such a
sorry,
difficult.
it was this night.
No, don't worry about it.